Hello Scorpio, this is your extended reading. So, are you ready and excited to hear what the cards of this extended have to say about your business launch or your project launch? Because it feels like you're cashing in. It's what I'm hearing, which is good. It's excellent. Just not as fast as you want. Yes, the rewards, perhaps the financial rewards are going to come, but not as quickly as the movement or the need for you to really perfect whatever you're offering. So, but don't be disappointed or frustrated. Just know that it is coming, and there are very big energies, helping you to make way even through the times that things tend to slow down or not to move as quickly as you wished or desired. Okay, so we begin this extended with the Knight of Swords. So this is what I was talking about in the end of the first part. It's interesting because it's also here too. So we began the first part with the Four of Swords, and then leading into the Nine of Swords, which was, you running alone in this field, and then, but, adjusting things and setting things up to perfection for this lineup, for this launch, and then things really taking off really quickly, but in this very mental kind of space. Like the ideas move quickly, the words are sent into the world very quickly, right? But here, but also, because we finished the first part with you embodying this Page of Swords, which is, this very open-minded, and it's like you're a student. You go back to being a student. If you have learned how to really manipulate energies and manifest your reality, manifest your desires with this Magician, it's like once it grows to the scale of this World card, and things really take off, in a worldwide stage, it's like you go back to the learning phase, and it's not that you are that things are going backwards. It's the contrary. It's just this next level where there is this learning curve. And because we're starting with this extended with a Knight of Swords, so this learning curve is already at play once this project is launched, because I feel like you're not afraid to put in the work. And it's like you are, with your ideas, with your example of being so open-minded and actually so mindful of your steps forward, it's like you are inspiring and actually educating by being open to remain, well, temporarily but necessarily in this student position for now. Because yes, there are still things that you have to be careful about, because you're still learning this new way to deal with this larger scale project. It's like others that are working with you are learning too. And as much as you are learning, you are also educating them, you see? And by doing so, you are moving up. So you go from the Page to the Knight of Swords. And so this extended is talking about this really fast learning curve that you are going through in your mind, because you have this open mind. And it's interesting because a word that I heard for this Eight of Pentacles, for the obstacle course for you, as I was talking about being open-minded, was you have the resources, but you also have this openness to learn, because it's almost like it's not that this is a game for you. It's not at all that, but it's so enticing. It's so stimulating. Whatever work or whatever challenge you have ahead, it's like you are eager to learn from it. You want that challenge. You want that. And it's not that you want to prove this for anyone. It's just for yourself. It's like you like to learn. You like to learn. It's like you are a really good student. Okay, this is interesting. It's this here, but it's also something that it's in the next card that I'll show you from the extended. But it's like whatever you have at hand, it's this crucial ingredient that you use to make your magic happen. And so by doing so, by not being afraid of the work that you have ahead, you are quickly learning. It's like you are quickly moving up, right? Perhaps if it's not a project launch, if you are, part of this group, part of this business team, you are, being promoted very quickly because you are very eager to learn. So this is really, it's like it is inspiring others, right? But as I said, it's like, it's not for others to see. You're not making this for others to see how brilliant you are. It's in fact something that you're just doing because you see the potential in it. You see how fateful this is, right? So we have these two cards, these really big major arcana following this. It's like this maturity level that you have gained so far, but still with room to grow, and which you do, I want to say. So after this Knight of Swords, starting your extended, we have Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Wands. And it's interesting because, when the King of Wands fell, and it's actually very curious because the way that they fell, these two cards fell together and they turned together, which never happened to me. Two cards falling down and turning, upright to me at the exact same time. So it felt pretty, pretty faithful, or pretty, the timing of it was outstanding. I was in shock. So I feel like it's this careful growth process. And as I said, it's like you are eager to learn, but because you're not doing this to show off or to receive a promotion or to just be applauded, because as this knight, there are still so much more to be gained. There are still so much more to be learned, that you're not going to stop until you find this perfect alchemy, this perfect combination of the elements, which is something that I was talking about here. So by learning, by being open, I forgot to talk about what I was saying about this Eight of Pentacles. So I was just reminded, this obstacle course, what I heard was, because you're so open-minded with the Page of Swords and the Nine of Swords, it's that it's not an obstacle course. It's this, I heard it's a mind field, and then it switched to this mind field. So you're not afraid of crossing this mind field because you are so mindful, for you. So as I said, it's not a game for you, but it is as stimulating as if it was this mind game for you. So it's almost like you are so eager to get to the other side of this obstacle course or this minefield, using your smart abilities, your knowingness that you have the intelligence, you have the resources, you have the energy, you have the impulse to just overcome whatever challenges appear next in this mind field, you know, using your mind abilities to overcome that. So what I was talking about with this temperance, which is connected also to this magician, is that you, by doing things on your own or in a smaller scale, you have cracked this ability to manifest things with the magician. But once things grow to the level of, you know, the world, and things really take off, perhaps beyond what you were imagining, what you were envisioning or anticipating, even though it was already magical at the level that you had control over, but now that it's way beyond your control, it's like you know that there is work involved. And we saw that with the Eight of Pentacles, but also here with this major arcana being the Temperance. And you know, something that I stressed a lot in the first part, pay attention to the details. So what I'm seeing here with the Temperance for you, it's like the magic comes from each drop that you invest your energy in. So this is really interesting. It's like making a perfume. Every drop is going to affect the final result, the final product. So it's like you have to be really mindful of each piece of the puzzle, of each ingredient, of each element that you have at your disposal, but also that you're including in your formula, in a sense, if you know what I mean. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes these messages are so encrypted to me that I just have to go with the flow and hope that it will reach who needs to hear it. But yeah, so it's coming through with this image of a perfume with the Temperance card. But with this Wheel of Fortune and the King of Wands, you know, both of them falling together and turning together, what I was seeing was like, I feel like for you, Scorpio, because you're so eager to learn and so humble and so open. I'm so sorry about the noise. I hope it's not picking up too much, but you know, I'm just in the middle of the reading. I'll just keep on going. Yeah, there is construction right by my doorstep, so yeah, I hope it doesn't affect too much this video. So I'll just keep on going. Yeah, if you are in this position that you already gained a lot of knowledge, that you already know that there is room for more lessons, for more growth, but still having learned a little bit, I feel like you're going to be surprised by how fast you come into this King of Wands position, which is very energetic, which is very enthusiastic. It's like you have energy to give to others. It's like whatever wheel is turning in your favor, you have the energy to move things in this larger scale now. This is actually very powerful. It's like you have, you know, the reins of your destiny in your hands right now, because you have cracked this energetic field that commands and, you know, makes magic happen for you. And because you're very mindful of it, because you're very careful with each drop of element of energy, of people, of employees, of ingredients to your recipe, whatever it is, it's like now things are turning, and they're turning because you are on top of things, and because you have gained this authority to really, you know, make the rules in a sense. Or, well, it's interesting what I just heard. It's not make the rules, it's change the rules. Change the rules of the game. This is so interesting because it's, again, the mind game that is so enticing for you. And now that you hold this the reins of this destiny in your hands, it's like you have the capacity, with knowledge and wisdom, after a lot of dedication and, you know, attention to details, to really change the rules of the game. It's what I'm seeing with this Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, I'll just stop the video because this noise is insane. I'm sorry, Scorpio, I just had to wait for them to stop a little bit. I hope it doesn't come back, but I'll just make myself quick to deliver the rest of this message. So I was talking about this surprise of yours to come into this position of real authority and command. It's this voice of command that you are embodying, because now you feel like you hold your destiny in your hands and you can make things happen really quickly, but also it's like instigate others and stimulate others and inspire others to feel like, you know, as much as you are receiving guidance with the Star card following next, is like whatever you're doing that is really fueling you up, that is really energizing you, that is guiding you, is coming from this cosmic plane with the Star. So it's like your intuition is on fire. I want to say with these two cards, your intuition is on fire. And because of that, it's like all of this is perfecting your soul's desire, that is now matching your ability to create magic, to make things, to manifest your desires, your visions, and put them out into the world, right? But by doing so, it's like you're turning things in your favor, and you're doing so with a lot of awareness, with a lot of mindful touches, with a lot of mindful steps that you're taking. And so here also, because you are receiving this intuitive, clear, and very energizing guidance from this Star, it's what you're doing also for others, perhaps for your team, because in order to really make things into this physical realm happen, you know that you can only make this to this level or to this scale if you have, or if you follow the guidance of this cosmic intelligence. So your intelligence is drinking directly from this source of intelligence, which is this cosmic wisdom, you see? And this is what others are seeing. So it's almost like others are perceiving you not only as an authority figure or someone in command, but someone who is guiding them, who is this guiding light, who is, you know, giving this this north light, or this North Star, you know, this direction on where to go. And I feel like the guidance here, because you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of momentum, you are growing so fast, you are learning so much in a short amount of time, because you are connecting to this higher cosmic intelligence. So it's not only your human intelligence to make things into this three-dimensional plane, or manifesting it here, you know, physically, but also it's this knowing that as long as you keep this connection to source, to this guidance, you will always have this energy, and you always know when it's time to really speed up things or to slow down, because we have these two cards. So following the Star, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. And so these two cards are talking about this slowing down, but the rewards are coming. So as I said, in the first part, we saw that there is a lot of work to be put into this project now after you launch it. And there are other peoples involved to make this happen in this really tangible way, and perhaps to, well, it involves, you know, resources, but the rewards are coming, even though, yes, it is the last card in your extended. So it feels like it's further down the line that the results or the financial rewards are going to come in. But as I said, beginning this reading, you are going to cash in. The rewards are going to come. the physical part of it is going to bring back this reward in a sense, but not as quickly as you desire, because as I said, you know, we start the, sorry about the noise, it's like, but I'll just keep on going. So we start the extended with the Knight of Swords, which is you very excited about whatever you're learning, whatever knowledge you're gaining from this endeavor. And because we're ending, you know, at the bottom line here at the center, we have another Knight, but it's the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest one in comparison to the Knight of Swords, which is really quickly, especially in the mind, right? In the mind field. In the mind field, right? Which is not a mind field for you. It's not, it is a mind field and not a mind field, because you're so eager to cross this field in a sense, because you know you have a lot to gain from it, from these challenges, even though at some points, because of this divine guidance that you're receiving and that you are passing on to others, you know that sometimes in order to really manifest things into this really dense physical three-dimensional dimension, sorry, when I get too excited I just mix up Portuguese and English, so sorry about that, Scorpio, and all this noise around me, but let's focus here. So because you're following guidance, because you're following this star light, and you are this starlight for others, because you're like on, you know, on this really authority figure position, you know that there are going to be moments to slow down, or that the rewards are not going to come in as fast as you would like them to come, but they are coming. Because remember, this Nine of Pentacles is connected to this taking off that we saw in the first part with the Nine of Swords. So as much as things are really taking off in this, in the communication of it, or the sending out of the word of this launch, in the physical sense, things are going to take off too. Just allow yourself to have the patience, you know, the patience that you put into perfecting the formula, perfecting the steps into, you know, achieving this goal, into launching this project, into really perfecting this process. Allow this patience to really come to you and others in your team when it's in regards to the financial aspect of it, because it is going to come, it is going to take off, right? And as I said, because of the Nine of Pentacles, it feels like it is going to come in with a lot of profit. It is going to be very lucrative for you. So the rewards are going to be bountiful, are going to be abundant, right? And you know, it's interesting because in here, so, well, I have to show all of these three cards. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Empress. So, well, first of all, you are exactly where you need to be, right? With the Five of Pentacles, this is, you know, my card for the perfect spot where you have to be right now. And also with the three, which to me is the number of creation, but one that you are so connected to, being this King of Wands, right? So is making magic happen with all of your energy in it, and being so abundant, being so prosperous, so lucrative, so profitable with this Empress. So just know and trust that you are where you need to be, that things are in the right places for things to happen, for this financial side of it to really take off too, to come to you, for you to cash in whatever you have invested. So yeah, let's see what the runes have to add about this for you, Scorpio. Yeah, okay, so this is talking about responsibility and patience too. So we have Capricorn, and it's interesting because, you know, we have a lot of energies right now as I am recording this in Capricorn. So we have Pluto, we have Venus and Mars, which are actually going to meet in Capricorn. So you know, it's also talking about this energy of stability and the long haul. So whatever you're investing now, whatever you're launching now, whatever you are creating now in this business related endeavor, it is going to be very successful, I want to say. You know, Capricorn is the sign that it's on the top of the mandala for the birth chart, right? For the a general birth chart. Well, it depends on your ascendant, of course, where Capricorn will fall into your birth chart. But generally speaking, Capricorn is related to the 10th house, which is the top of the chart. So it is connected to career and, you know, life direction and this successful direction that you choose if you put in the work, if you put in the effort, if you are willing to take the steps mindfully, carefully, with seriousness, you know, committing yourself to whatever you're doing on a daily basis that is going to build on top of each other and, you know, create this empire that we saw with the Empress also, but with a lot of safety, security, stability. And most of all, you know, just this knowing that whatever dedication you put in, it is going to bring rewards. It is going to bring financial rewards, practical rewards, you know, resources that are going to feel very abundant to you. You know, this sensation or this reframing of what success means for you in this physical plane, in this dimension, right? So don't be scared or, you know, to put in the work. It will be worth it. Know it. And I feel like you're not scared of it. I feel like you're enticed. You know that it is going to be worth it. So just go for it. You're ready to launch. So Scorpio, thank you so much for being here with me. The construction noise is back, so I'm just going to end this video here. I hope this was insightful for you. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.